Thank you so much. Thank you. Dear colleagues and friends, I'm honored to be here with these courageous women who are risking their lives every day reporting the truth about the cruelest regimes. Together with Asma Al-Ghul and Zubaydah Mustafa, I share also the bitterness for not having Riyot Alemo here, as she's in prison. Today we stand and speak for every journalist who corrupt regimes worldwide try to silence by putting them behind bars, blackmailing and blacklisting, killing or beating them. Because silence is what these regimes need. Power and the lack of checks and balances ensures access of corrupt officials to vast resources. Silence helps them to continue depriving their people of opportunities. Silence is supported by police truncheons and assassins' bullets inside the country and geopolitical interests internationally. The silence is so loud that it might deafen society. With the consolidation of power and money, crime and government, accompanied with disabled justice systems, independent journalists become the main target, as they become the only means of resistance for society against corruption and organized crime. Those who attack journalists in my part of the world enjoy impunity. Today, standing here, I speak for fellow journalists in Azerbaijan who break the silence despite the pressure and attacks. They write to create meaning, to share knowledge, to have impact. Some of them are in prison. For some, physical attacks are routine. Some fight visible and invisible wars while trying to break through ignorance. Like Salatin Askerova, a female reporter who was killed covering war in Nagorno-Karabakh, or Elmar Husseinov, who was murdered for reporting high-level corruption. These are people who dared because they believed in the right of others to know. There is a huge burden on the international community to stand up and defend the voiceless. Prizes like this are of course an honor for individual journalists. They also shine a light on societies that are in trouble. Such support from professionals in the field is a huge honor. Support is also needed from diplomats, and in ways that are meaningful. There is also a need for the simple act of criticism, an appropriate show of outrage, a public rebuke, or even a simple question when basic rights are flagrantly violated. The United States has seen the consequences of maintaining relationship with autocrats and ignoring the higher needs of their societies. Successive administrations have recognized the short-sightedness of maintaining stability rather than promoting political reform. The Arab Spring was a rebuke to this policy. Syria is a catastrophe. The international community must take responsibility for holding governments and officials that perpetrate crimes against journalists accountable. It must be clearer and far more committed to enforcing its own standards, its own institutions. Otherwise, what is it worth? Thank you.